Hey, it's Pete from Question Christ, and first of all, I want to wish everyone a happy New Year. I hope your holidays, especially your Christmas, was excellent, and I hope you guys are well rested and ready for 2010. I think there's going to be some exciting things happening this year in my life, and I hope it's happening in yours. I left off halfway through my supposed biblical contradiction series that we are going to get back to. I'm just starting to rev back up again. But I just saw a video from a person named Chris the Atheist One. Those who've watched my videos know I've had some kind of ongoing dialogue with Chris. And I saw his video. So Chris, this is to you, but I just wanted to kind of give an outline to the other people who are watching the conversation. I do think you should watch Chris's video. You'll see the link in the box. But for those who aren't going to watch, I'm going to kind of give you kind of a breakdown of what Chris is coming from, where Chris is coming from in his video. He talks about his own life. It's basically about indoctrination of children into Christianity. The idea that adults are force-feeding what Chris sees as lies about false things to children, and then the big thing, scaring children, thinking they're going to hell. And he explains his life where he, for many years, was a Christian, but when he was a kid, he felt like he was scared about dying, about going to hell. So he basically, his whole premise of his video is, if you are indoctrinating your child into the Christian faith, don't do it, because you're basically messing up your kid, and your kid's going to be screwed up for many years about it. It's going to cause them a lot of pain. And so that's basically, I think, Chris, where you're coming from in the video. So with that being explained and said, I wanted to put my 2 cents into the equation regarding this discussion. As many people know, I am a Christian. As many people know, I have young children. And I would be that guy that Chris would be talking to, that he thinks is indoctrinating his child. What I would say, Chris, is that everyone is indoctrinated. Every single person. The idea that a child is just raised and just nothing is fed into their heads by their parents or by society at large, which is more importantly my point, is just ridiculous. So the idea, just like your parents would raise you to have proper manners, to be a strong, upstanding, moral person, which I'm sure your parents did, that would be kind of indoctrinating, would it not? So just want to come from my standpoint. I see this world just coming apart at the seams. I think whether you're a Christian or not, I think we can agree on things are getting rough out there. And I have to be honest, Chris, I have to make sure that my children, not in a blind faith, not in just believe because dad and mom tell you, but part of the reason I do this is to reach out to kids who don't have someone to talk to, who are trying to be rational in their thought process, not just to go along with it because mom and dad say or because the church says, but actually get into the meat and potatoes of why someone would believe what they believe. And I need to make sure my children have a head start, because especially with the strong atheist movement that's out there, all the different influences reaching out to try to grab hold of my child. Even now, my children are under 5, and even now, it's seeping in. Okay, so I have no problem with them learning science. I have no problem with them learning about other cultures and other religions. I'm not a scared Christian. I think that the Christian faith can stand on its own and can be combined with science. The difference is that I'm not going to allow my child to just go rudderless into this society, which is basically telling them at every opportunity that God does not exist. Okay? I know you don't agree with that. I know you think that that's not true. Now, is my premise when I'm talking to my child about the God who's going to smack you down if you don't believe in him and you're going to hell and all this? No, that's not it. My premise is to raise my children to follow the teachings of Jesus, which I think we both agree, even if you don't believe he's true or real. I think that we can all agree that what Jesus was teaching was compassion and love and understanding. He definitely had talking about the end times and about following him, but never in I never talked to my child in a way like, oh, watch out for the big bad Jesus in the sky who's going to kill you and then put you in hell. And I mean, that's not it. It's about pleasing God. And by pleasing God, that is pleasing, taking care of others on this earth, okay? Learning about compassion, learning about helping people, learning about going out in the community and giving. This Christmas, it's so hard with the commercialism that goes on and the consumerism in Christmas. We went out of our way to try to, go to to like an old folks home or a kind of assisted living facility, and to give and to make pictures for people who are sick, and just little things, but to try to get them outside of themselves, even in this very young age. So do I see that as wrong? No. This world is coming apart at the seams. Okay, and will I just tell my kids just to believe it because they need to believe it? No, they're their own people. But when they come to me and they say, Dad, I heard of this, or why is Jesus real, or how has God affected our lives, I'm going to have an answer for them. Okay, just like you have an answer for them. That's why all these, just like all these atheists on here have answers. Okay, I'm not going to sit back and make your job easier, Chris. Okay, trying to indoctrinate my children or indoctrinate other kids' children, because that's if you really get down to it. I've been very open and clear cut about what I'm doing on here. There's a video called What's My Agenda? You can check it out. I'm here to win souls to Christ, and it's specifically children who have no teenagers who are asking questions, who come on here and are just barraged with the atheist movement. So I don't want to become as a super judgmental person. I'm just coming here to try to answer questions for people. But I'm on here, Chris, because I'm not going to let my child be indoctrinated by atheists. And I think I'm trying to be respectful here, but if you don't see what you're doing as trying to influence someone's, you don't see it as indoctrination. Not think for yourself. That's fine. Think for yourself is fine. Asking questions is fine. But with the venom that you come at with this topic, it's clear what the agenda is. So I'm just going to be giving my kids an even playing ground. I want you to hear my side of it. You can listen to Chris's side of it. And we'll see what happens. I think everybody's children are indoctrinated. The question is, are you going to be the ones to try to fill your children's lives with, the experiences and thought processes that you have seen work and are true, even if others don't? Or are you going to step back and say, oh, that's right, I don't want to kind of step on their toes, and watch people all over YouTube feed them lies, and watch the world lie to them over and over again? Am I going to let my kids be filled with that junk? No. So, Chris, you're going to have to work a little harder for my kids. So, anyway, I'd love to hear your questions and comments. And sorry if I was a little pointed here, but obviously my kids mean a lot to me. See ya.